I'm gonna try to make this video pretty short. I have a little theory, I want to get it out and make a video on it, so here it is. We haven't seen any real Black Ops 1 maps added to Black Ops Cold War, and we saw very few, only 2, Modern Warfare 2 maps being added to Modern Warfare 2019. And while I do have some other evidence I'll get to in a second, but for the most part, I genuinely feel like the silence is deafening here. What isn't being added speaks louder than what is. We, I think, have a very high chance of seeing Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer remastered, and I also have a feeling we're going to be seeing a Black Ops 1 remastered in the near future. This would explain why we haven't seen any Black Ops 1 maps in Cold War. Now, some people have said that's because there's Black Ops 1 maps in Black Ops 4, and yeah, that's a fair point to make, but that was quite a while ago now. And just because a game has some maps from a certain Call of Duty game doesn't mean that all of those maps become off limits. There's no reason that Cold War couldn't have added a couple of Black Ops 1 maps that we haven't seen in a long time, like the ones I listed in my latest video that was uploaded yesterday at the time of recording this. You know, maps like Array and Villa, Hanoi, we haven't seen those in years and years and years, and it would be great to see them again. Another piece of evidence I have is the Carve Point 2 in Black Ops Cold War. It's clearly supposed to be a G11 that isn't a G11, and I think the only reason that they would do that is that the G11 is the final unlock assault rifle in Black Ops 1, and because of the way Black Ops 1's COD point system worked, you actually had to spend in-game currency to unlock things. You had to buy every other assault rifle before the G11 in order to unlock the G11. So why would you grind to unlock the G11 in a more classic, progression style COD if you just were playing with the G11 in Black Ops Cold War? For the G11 to hold its prestige in that game, it can't be used in a Call of Duty game in the last year, otherwise that final unlock unique rifle that's unique to that game has a lot less weight. And I know that seems maybe like a flimsy piece of evidence for this, but my next piece is a little bit stronger. Well, my next two pieces. My next piece here really is that when it comes to Modern Warfare 2 Remastered, no shit, it's coming out. It's been all but officially confirmed that it's done and ready to release. They remastered the entire campaign, there's no way they didn't remaster the multiplayer, and then on top of that, you add the fact that Modern Warfare 2019 didn't want to add things like Terminal or High Rise. I think it's really obvious that they just don't want you to be burnt on those maps before you are basically going to be spending money to play on them again. The absence of these maps makes for really good evidence because of the fact that they're not going to get as many sales on a game if people have already been playing with the weapons and the maps in previous or recent Call of Duty games. A lot of people will be like, I just played a ton of Estate and Terminal and Afghan and High Rise in Modern Warfare 2019. I don't need to play it again in Modern Warfare 2. I've already played that game. For a remaster to feel fresh, the remastered content can't be recent. It has to be kind of old, and the best way to keep it old is to not re-release it. Black Ops Cold War doesn't have any Black Ops maps unless you want to count Nuketown, and Modern Warfare only has Rust and Scrapyard, and Scrapyard is a Warzone area that was turned into a Ground War area, or vice versa in that case. No, I think it was a Warzone Ground War area, and then it became a multiplayer area, so they were reusing assets, I think, to save money there. But the only other map they've shown off is very, very tiny, and one that's just sort of, boring anyway. They know that Call of Duty players don't get bored of grindy maps, is what I'm saying, so I don't think that Rust being in Modern Warfare is a damning piece of evidence against my idea. But also, Activision has so many studios. I think they still have High Moon, but they have Beanox, Toys for Bob, Treyarch, Sledgehammer, Infinity Ward. There's no reason that they can't get these teams to start putting out Call of Duty games, and they also have a reason, they have a motive. Battlefield 6, Halo Infinite, they have a lot of competition stacking this year. Last time we saw Call of Duty in real competition was when Activision was competing against EA with Battlefield 1 and Titanfall 2. They were competing against themselves with Overwatch. Rainbow Six Siege was becoming popular and Doom 2016 had come out, and it just made sense for Activision to put out two Call of Duty games, a new one and a remaster. EA has delayed their usual Battlefield release cycle and put all hands on deck for the next Battlefield game, killing off games like Battlefront 2 in the process. And 343 has been hard at work on Halo Infinite, delaying its release date to even put more polish on it. These games are contenders for your playtime, and they know it. I really do see us getting a COD World War II Vanguard game that, has been leaked and rumored about, and then a Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer remastered alongside of it or just before it. And then in 2022, I think we're going to see a sequel to 2019's Modern Warfare, and then alongside that can release a Black Ops 1 remaster. I feel like that would make a lot of sense. And then if in 2023 or 4 we get either a World at War and Modern Warfare 3 remastered or something in those 2 years, then in 2025 it would make total sense for them to remaster Black Ops 2. It'd be over 12 years since Black Ops 2 had come out, and it's the real year that, Treyarch told the story of in Black Ops 2. Black Ops 2's main story takes place in 2025. The marketing writes itself. It could probably be its own standalone release. This is my prediction, this is my projection. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below if I'm crazy or off base. I really do think that they're setting us up to get remastered Call of Duty games every year to maintain their older player base that's getting older and feeling a little bit more nostalgic, while also maintaining, new content and new releases and maintaining their new player base. You gotta understand, if somebody was 10 years old when Call of Duty Ghosts came out, they're gonna be an adult very soon. Like, now they're gonna start releasing content and games for adults that were kids when, the current generation, I guess the last generation of consoles started. There's now a generation of kids that grew up with the Xbox One and PS4 as being the main console. So how do you get people that are 23 and up to keep being interested in Call of Duty games? Trigger our nostalgia. Give us Modern Warfare 2 and 3 and Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2. And by the time you're done doing that, it'll almost make sense to start remastering games like COD Ghosts, and I think that's insane. Again, let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section below, if I'm crazy or not. I feel like I'm onto something, but maybe I'm not. See you when I see you guys. Goodbye.